Eastern Conference playoffs, game one between the top-seeded Detroit Pistons in the Eastern Conference against the 8th seed, the Milwaukee Bucks. In the first quarter, TJ Ford, he's playing hardball, and I have to admit I'm impressed. Milwaukee up 4 early. Pistons trying to win their 3rd straight Eastern Conference title. Rasheed Wallace, a big part of that, 17 points in the first half. After one quarter, game tied at 19. Second quarter, I like Andrew Bogut. In his first playoff game, the #1 draft pick, Milwaukee led by 2, and then it's Rasheed Wallace. He had a game-high 22 points. We head to the locker room with the Pistons leading by 6. Third quarter, Tayshaun Prince, or should we call him Prince Tayshaun? He had 15 points in the game. The lead was 11 for Detroit. Later in the third, Chauncey Billups, party for 3, your table is ready. He had 14 points. The lead was up to 17. But the Bucks clawed their way back into it. They could have clinched a 5th spot in the East on Tuesday, but instead they're the 8th seed. After 3, the Pistons lead by 12. Milwaukee getting it closer. Now the lead is 4 after Charlie Bell's 3. He led Milwaukee with 13 points. Scary moment here in the fourth quarter. Richard Hamilton, you see the spot shadow. His left foot rolls over Andrew Bogut. He would rest briefly and return. And when he came back, they're on the run. Rip Hamilton, the ankle looks good, and he's going window shopping. Pistons led by 15. He's limping and wincing back down the floor. Chauncey Billups, little move on the left side. Those two would fall, as so did the Bucks. Pistons win this one 92-74.
For the Pistons with a sprained ankle for Game 2 on Wednesday, in action against the Bucks in Motown. First quarter, Rip to the hole and the slam, putting Detroit up by 3. But an early scare for Detroit in the first quarter. Hamilton landing on the foot of Joe Smith, injuring the left ankle once again. He'd receive medical attention and return later in the second quarter. Still in the first, Michael Redd, the acrobatic move plus the foul. Redd had 29, cuts the Detroit lead to 4. And off the turnover, Detroit on the run. And Rasheed Wallace finishing for the Pistons, who led by 9 after 1. In the second, the Bucks keep it close. Charlie Bell past Hamilton for the 2, cuts the lead to 2. But the Pistons answer right back. On the run, Hamilton works it over to Maurice Evans for the 3. Detroit, a 12-0 run. They led by 14. Later, it's Chauncey Billups wide open for the trifecta. Billups putting Detroit up by 15. They led by 13 at the break. In the third, it's Chauncey once again in transition. Smooth. Detroit in command, up 68-52. Later, Big Ben Wallace from Hamilton, the alley-oop jam. Detroit with an answer seemingly every which way. Wallace pumps, he misses the J, but Tayshaun Prince gets the rebound and puts it right back in. Tayshaun scored 22 along with 7 boards. As if losing was not enough, Lindsey Hunter driving through steps on the foot of Maurice Williams. He would turn it and not return. In the fourth, the exclamation point from Billups. Backing into the lane, 2 of his 20 points, also had 6 assists. Pistons win Game 2 at the Palace, 109-98, so they're up 2 games to none in this series. Shot 50% and held on to the ball. Only 9 turnovers committed by Detroit. The Bucks have lost 5 straight games in the playoffs, all of them to Detroit.
And the Bucks looking for numbers. They've got it. It's a 3-on-2. Redd just inside the 3-point line. Michael Redd. BC action on Monday, Miami, Chicago, followed by Phoenix and the Lakers. That's Sunday at 12:30 p.m. Start time then on next year as Prince fires away from outside.
And again, it's the point about McGlure. If you can upgrade, you upgrade. That's what you do in the NBA. But right now, he makes a difference.
Prince got stripped. Redd on the move. Michael Redd. He missed the last 2 being wide open. Here comes Michael Redd. Detroit 0 for 4 from the field in this quarter. Michael Redd getting his party started. So Terry Stotts preaching transition defense to his Bucks has certainly paid off. Redd drills the 3-ball. And another turnover for Detroit, a 2-on-1. Redd and Ford. Redd down to 18.
And you haven't seen that often. The Hamilton curl. He does a great job of curling off the low block.
TJ Ford getting into lane at will, and Redd cashing in.
And the other gestures. Officials have to find a way to maintain decorum and to maintain the respect for their authority. So, you know, they're going to make those calls. Guys got to keep their emotions in check when it comes to these
Last couple of days because of a shin injury. But saving the goods for when it counts. The game, just like Michael Redd, he knows when the lights are on.
Michael Redd received on this pass right here. Feet already set, quick release. Defenders don't even have a chance to put a hand up. The officials finally saw it. A couple of the Bucks inside haven't held blockouts long enough, and the Pistons been able to get some offensive rebounds.
Redd with the fadeaway, an indefensible shot. Those 3 rings carry a lot of juice inside the locker room with your teammates. Redd on the drive. That's the one part of the game that he has added to his arsenal tonight. Michael Redd with a career playoff high, 33 points. And you think about how far he has come since being a second-round pick several years ago, number 43 overall. Michael Redd getting his share tonight. Getting to the rim, hitting his outside jump shot. Minutes to go now. Michael Redd with 35, and the meter is still running. A career playoff high for him.
Hamilton's trying to get very physical, as we saw with the flagrant, but also trying to keep Redd out of the paint. But he better do something on the perimeter.
Hey, 112 to 89. Milwaukee seized control of this game in the third period. And a great contribution from their bench players, but their starter, Michael Redd, now hitting 40 points.
Detroit not having a chance to sweep because Michael Redd scoring a career playoff high 40 in Game 3, and he comes out firing to start this contest. Redd driving through, count that, +1, tied at 12 early. Later, the Pistons work it around to Tayshaun Prince. He was 4 of 4 from the field, 10 points in the first quarter. And how about Chauncey Billups with the ball, and Billups the crossover and the fadeaway. After 1, Pistons up by 7. Second quarter, they work it around to Lindsey Hunter. He buries the trifecta. Pistons up by 14. Milwaukee makes a run as Charlie Bell recovers inside and lays it in, capped a 14-6 run. Pistons up 6 at the break. Third quarter, it's Ford into the lane, and Ford drives through and pulls up for the J. Pistons lead was 2. Later, it's Billups responding, facing up against Ford, the spin and the bucket. He'd 11 in the third. Later, Ford with an answer, working around Jamal Magloire's screen, and Ford pulls up and knocks down 2 of his 16 points in the third. Milwaukee up 2 after 3. In the fourth, Rasheed Wallace from downtown. Wallace gives Detroit a 1-point edge. Later, they work it around to Richard Hamilton in the corner, and Rip does the rest. 3 of his 18 points. Pistons on the run, up by 7, and later it's Wallace once again. Rasheed finishing with 12 points, including this jumper, along with 4 boards. Game 4 to the Pistons, 109-99. Detroit goes up 3-1 in the series. They avoid losing back-to-back games for the third time this season. Milwaukee shot 55%, but 18 turnovers to the Pistons 7. Game 5 set for Wednesday at the Palace.
Playoff teams are locked in either 6 or 7 game battles, so that's a big edge for the team that had the best record in the league. Detroit was 64-18, their franchise best. And the opening tip controlled by Wallace, and Hamilton puts Detroit in front 5 seconds into the game.
Well, I tell you what, if he can continually hit that mid-range shot right there, the hardest shot in basketball, it's going to make him so much tougher.
And there's Rip Hamilton. Redd with the reverse layup and the rebound by Rasheed. Still tied at 4. Here is Hamilton with the pass to Tayshaun Prince. Prince came out aggressively after a quiet Game 3, and it paid off. He had 10 of his 18 points in the first quarter of the last out. Here's Billups working against Redd. Hamilton from the corner. He has had tremendous looks so far. Hamilton ties the game at 12.
Continue to put pressure on. You know you can score points against this team.
Now Ford is on Hamilton, which means Redd is on Billups. Wallace hitting a 3. First 3-point basket of the game. Rasheed Wallace, who now has 10 in the series to lead all players. 1-point lead for the Pistons.
They're going to pose TJ every single time down the floor.
And that'll drop for Hamilton. Hamilton has 8 points on 4 for 7 from the field. 4 on the shot clock. Hamilton shooting over the floor hits. So Hamilton off to a big start. Has 8 points on 5 for 8 shooting from the field. And the Pistons are up by Hamilton for 3. Red hot. Hamilton now with 15 first quarter points. Is Smith in the corner and doesn't go. It's one shot and out for the Milwaukee Bucks. And here come the Pistons back. Rasheed Wallace with the short bank shot is in. And they've opened up now a 12-point lead. Have the Pistons 28-16.
But tonight, he has found his offensive groove. What's funny on that play right there, Michael Redd is going to garner so much attention because of his last 3 ball games. You have not only his man, Rip Hamilton, following out, but Ben Wallace showing high.
And Hamilton continues his hot play. 17 points as in 7 of 11 from the field. Quick basket by Hamilton. He's now 8 of 12 from the field. And Rip Hamilton with 19 points coming off the screen.
And that's definitely the advantage Sheed has on Tony Kukoc. He's too small to guard him down low, but the advantage out top as he misses the 3-point attempt.
Hamilton again. No stopping Rip Hamilton. Coming into the game shooting 36% from the field. Has hit 9 of his first 13. 21 points already. And we have more than 6 minutes remaining in the second quarter. Here's Hamilton. Wild shot, trying to get it off the glass and a foul.
And that's could be their only downfall.
Red misses a turnaround. And Billups gets the rebound. Hamilton. First points of the third quarter. Hamilton with 26 points has hit 10 of 15. And boy, has he come out of it in this game. Got off to a blazing start. Here comes Hamilton. Simmons and Kukoc are back defensively. And Hamilton beats them both. Kind of a bittersweet game going against the guy who grew to run so much. Baseline spin by Rip Hamilton. Again, a 30-point lead. Hamilton now with 30 points tonight. Here is Hamilton getting a step on Williams. And another foul.
I really felt that Lindsey Hunter and Mike James were the difference makers for Larry Brown's team coming off the bench. They put so much pressure on our guards, causing turnovers and steals.
3-on-2 break here. Hamilton. Hamilton now with 34 points. 5 on the shot clock, nearly a minute to go. The basket counts, foul. Hamilton again. Hamilton already with a playoff career high, going for his 37th point. Why isn't it about winning right off the bat?
It should always be about winning, but, you're coming into a league and, people don't know you. You want to, get your name in the lights.
Rip Hamilton has his name in the lights. He has scored 40 points in a brilliant effort, and he's been in the lights for many years. He scored 16 here in this third quarter. So our final score tonight, final seconds tick off, and the Pistons will advance. The Pistons 122, the Bucks 90.